first and 10 at the 11. Play fake. Murray. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now, this defense for the Eagles much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now, this defense for the Eagles much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
Mike 35. I got you. 35's the mic.
Now Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Sanders on 1st down with a little bit of space as he works his way forward. A gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Hurts to throw. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. Try and run for it with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead.
Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On the counter, it's Taylor. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. Now on 2nd and 16, Murray. And he slings one that's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But now it's third down.
You definitely would have liked to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. On first down, it's Sanders. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll take this one down to the 36. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They'll run on first down. Sanders. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now a throw here, hauled in. Touchdown, Eagles! Jalen Reagor, his second touchdown on the season.
And the Eagles have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
On play action, it's Murray. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Check 26, check 26. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Rush in, rush close.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. It's first and 10 at the 14.
Here we go. 36, 36. 6, get me. Check 13, check 13. Check 4, check 4.
They run the counter. Taylor looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now. Incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles defense able to hold. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down. They'll run this with Homer. And he'll power his way up near the 25. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Working with a 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he stopped immediately there. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Throwing is Hurts. This is Smith with a grab.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Once again with Sanders. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
The kick by Elliott is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Push him back. Push him back. Right 34. Right 34. Shoot. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Big East. Check back 34. Right 34. I'm coming.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray to the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Now, this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, More times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
As we've seen, their first two drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
56 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Throwing now is Murray. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondell Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Sanders here as they run out of the gun.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up fourth.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Hurts fumbles it, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 25 yards that time. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Taylor is in. Touchdown, Arizona. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and the lead is down to a field goal. This taken in at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. Hurts. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Christian Barmore. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. .47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run the counter. Taylor. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 87 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
They run with Taylor. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That's Jawan Taylor, the right tackle. They run once more with Taylor. About 3 yards there to the 27. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Second and 15. Murray going to throw. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try and run it in with Janovich, the fullback. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Well, quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this 4th quarter.
This game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because, yeah, the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they're stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll set up a throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Eagles on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Hurts. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
But that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals might be headed to the win column for the first time this season as they add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The Eagles on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Trey Hendrickson with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
Third and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That fifth defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Airing it out deep for Smith.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
On second down, it's Taylor.
Space to run past the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
The Cardinals on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Murray now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll look to throw here. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Back to throw again.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
Chandler Jones in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
Back to throw it, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. He's going to wind up and air it out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Rico Gafford, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Arizona, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns.